be in the background. There we go. Okay, welcome everybody. Let's bless our loved ones public guest webinar. I'm Susie McCrae and I'm a proud global founder with OnPassive. Today you've been invited to hear about this business. After Marty speaks, we'll have a presentation by Red Redfern. And then after that, we'll be opening up for a Q&A for our guests only. And I'll give you instructions on how we're going to do that. The chat has been disabled so we can all focus on this wonderful information. And I'd like to introduce our first speaker. His name's Marty DeGarmo. He comes to us from New Jersey in the United States. And Marty spent the first part of his career, 17 plus years, as a project manager, traveled the globe, worked in the corporate world. Then after that, he got into online marketing and businesses online. And that's been for 15 plus years. So when this man speaks, he has a lot of wisdom and a big background in what he's seen online. He has seen just about everything. He understands business online like nobody else. And he's going to tell you why when he heard about OnPassive, he knew this was right for him. So without further ado, Marty, and I will be in the background, ready to do your slides.
Beautiful. Thank you, Susie. Welcome, everybody. Panel, hello, everybody. Thanks for being here. It's November 13th. Wow, this year flew. A little about myself. I'm 61 years old, a granddaddy. I've been online since 2004. August to be exact, 2004. And I got on for the same reason as most people. I wanted to, I heard that people are making money online. It seemed pretty cool. So I needed to make money because I grew up a family a lot faster than I grew my income. And I wound up on disability, so that didn't make things any better. So I said, well, if somebody else can do it, I thought I could do it too. So anyway, I got online and I don't remember what the first business I was in. I was in many, which is really sad. But whatever it was, you know, you get in and I did what I was supposed to. You know, they tell you to do something, you do it. And you got some gurus or man or woman, whoever's the top recruiter or whatever you want to call them. And they tell you, you know, make a list. I did. You got to call people. I did. Wasn't really happy about that. But you go through that same routine, right? And you wind up going to family members and all that. Here's what I ran into, and this isn't unique. Millions are running through this even today. You get in, you look at the product, they give you a website and they tell you, make a list, you do it, call. You need to get 500 no's, which is ridiculous sounding, but I did it and I definitely got 500 no's. But I go in, share the business, whatever. Well, here's what happens. You pay your money. There's a monthly payment, right? Which is an auto ship. Everybody has them. Most of the products, you got to buy them. You have to buy a certain amount. So I'm on an auto ship. Now I want to build the business. So far, I'm behind. I'm not making money. I've actually paid money. So what are you doing? You're trying your first 30 days, get enough people in that at least you could break even. What happened? I didn't know how, my friends and family think I'm nuts. So they ran for the hills right away. Maybe a couple got in and they're buying a little bit. Next month comes in, I got to pay my auto ship. So now I'm even farther behind because I didn't make enough to even cover it. So the next month, the people I brought in the month before quit. Why? Because they got to make their auto ship and they can't bring anybody in either. So you're like, oh my God, what a vicious circle. Well, this went on and I thought, well, maybe it's a business. So I go to a new one. I get in a new business. I say, oh, this is awesome. I love it. Great website. Let me try it again. Reality sets back in. Yo, Marty, you don't know how to get traffic. What are you doing? Oh, you can buy them. Solo ads. So I forked out a little bit of money I didn't have. Pay for solo ads. Most of them are a joke. Absolutely rob you blind. You wind up contacting people that don't don't want to hear from you because they've been contacted 1,000 times. So that goes on. Then you got safe lists, and you got all traffic exchanges, whatever. You go on and on and on and on. Oh, you got to make a list. You got to, okay. Well, for the first 10 years, off and on, if that didn't happen, you go in and the company's gone. I like that one the best, where you go in one day it's there, next day, poof, it's gone. They don't even have a website. Under maintenance. Under maintenance means bye-bye, and whatever money we got, they took it with them. So I still thought, man, if those people are making money, it's got to be possible. It's only about 2%, okay, no matter what you're told, 1.5%, 2%, that's it. So about 8, 9 years in, I said, what am I missing? I gotta learn how to drive traffic myself. So you get in, you start doing ads, you're doing Twitter, you're doing all these things that come out, social media, Facebook, and it's not easy. I had full time to do this. Finally, I could drive a little bit of traffic. I ran into Dan Street and Mike Ellis. Mike isn't here today. And together we made a pretty good team. And now what can we do? Finally, we could drive traffic, build big teams. Oh, great. No, it's not so great. What happens then is now you're in a business. You haven't changed the business, the quality of the business. You haven't changed the products. You have no control over that. So now you got to find a business you can build a team with. Find a business, you start building a team, and guess what happens? You're doing a little bit of, you're starting to make a little money. Here's what happens. Everybody that you bring in, even if you can make a list, they're where I was 5 years earlier. They don't know what they're doing. So now you're bringing all these people in, and 2 or 3 months later, they're quitting. Why? They don't know how to build a team. I'm like, oh my God. So I go, well, we can help them. So you go to help them, you try to duplicate what you learned in 4 or 5 years. Guess what? You can't. And even if you could, it's 3 or 4 people. That's not enough to make any money. Something's wrong when you brag about breaking even, right? I mean, something happened when you go, whoa, I'm even. What the frick? I was even before I started in 2004. I didn't make any money then either. But anyway, so what happened was, now we can build a team. It's rigged against us. So now if you can build a team faster than they quit, which is a very small percentage of people, 1-2%, you could do it. But you have to actually not look at people as people, you look at them as a number. You got to be able to bring people in faster than they quit. If you can master that, you'll probably do okay. That's not me. That's not Mike Ellis, and that's not Dan Street. Something's wrong. Then you find a business, you say, okay, maybe we could show a few people, we try to make a little system. Hey, do this and follow us. And it's a nightmare. So about 2.5 years ago, to make a long story short, I said, maybe there's something out there where the system itself is built for the average person. Did I believe there was? No, I didn't. But wishful thinking, I hope there is. And like I said, 2.5 years ago, I started looking. And first is you got to find somebody you trust, because everybody you talk to's got the best business, right? What do you have? Oh, this is the best on the whole planet. Yeah, I know, they all are. But you got to find somebody you trust. So I was looking around and I ran into Red Redford and Peter Rogers. Red's here. And I trusted them. So I said, okay, I'm going to ask them what's going on. What are you guys doing? And they said, blah, 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 blah. I said, do you like it? Yeah, we love it so far. What's going on? How's it work? I mean, can anybody do it? Yes, it's 100% automated. 100% automated. Yeah. How about auto ship where you got to pay every month? Nope, they don't have one. Really? Nope. And you're telling me anybody we bring in can do it too? Yeah, it's 100% automated. Okay, what about the products? Are they something I'm going to try to get rid of something that nobody wants? No, very high demand digital products. They're being sold by the billions right now, all over the world. And they're brand new, built from scratch, whatever. And I went, whoa, whoa, whoa. I asked them all, this is what I'm looking for, it sounds like. So I said, how much? They told me. I'm in. I didn't even question. I got in. went back to Mike and Dan, Dan's here, told them what was going on. I didn't know very much, but I knew this. If we get in, we can make money, the people we invite can make money, and the products are in high demand. The bar is low, right? I'm happy with that. I've never seen that in my life. Everyone guaranteed success. 2.5 years later, I'm in this company. It's bigger than I thought it was. It's better than I thought it was. It's global, and probably somewhere around 1,050,000 people have joined as founders. Something's happening, okay? And very soon this company's going to be launched to the world. And what today, Red Redford, he's known as the QA man, he's going to give a presentation on exactly how this all works. And it'll be a slide so you can see the visual. Nobody knows it better than Red. No one on the planet. If you have any questions, and you're saying, "Boo, man, this is a lot to swallow," keep in mind the whole time you're watching this, 100% automated, you don't have to know anything. If you're overwhelmed, you did it on your own. Don't worry about it. And if you want a copy of this webinar, I'll send it to your email and you can watch it at your own leisure. Fast forward it, play it back. Did he really say that? And you can have it on your own. That I want to tell you. I'll put it in the chat. But right now, I want to introduce a friend, a very good friend, trustworthy soul. I've known him for about, believe it or not, probably almost 5 years. Yeah, a long time. He's going to give this to you, and you will be blown away if you're looking to make money online. Guarantee that. Red, it's all yours, buddy.
Thanks very much, Marty. Susie, well done. Dr. Imelda, Dan Street, hello. All the rest of the panelists as well. My name's Red Redfern, as Marty has just introduced me. I'm 58. I'm a chef by trade, and I'm a grandfather as well, actually, which just goes to show that this opportunity I'm going to share with you today is open to everybody and anybody. There, you don't have to have any qualifications whatsoever. When I get going, I will be turning my video off, only because we're using slides today, and it really does help you concentrate on what I have to say, and also you can read as well as we're going along. I always like to relax the new guests here and just cover a couple of the most asked questions about this presentation about OnPassive. And the first one is, as Susie said, we are legal in over 200 countries. We were first registered back in November of 2018 in Orlando, Florida as a limited company. We've also subsequently been registered in Hyderabad, India as a limited company in January of this year, and only a couple of weeks ago registered in Bangladesh as well as a limited company. Every single place that we have new offices, we've got 3 at the moment, we've got 2 more coming online. Our CEO and founder wants us to be registered in those countries as well. But regardless of that, that very first registration that we had gives us the legal right to operate anywhere across the globe as an internet technology-based company, which is what we are. The other thing as well, on a side note, the name OnPassive.com has been registered for 10 years as well. So it just goes to show that we are very serious about this business, and we're very serious about how long we're going to be here for. Now, the other thing I want to cover as well, just before we get going, is what Marty said basically is, can you make money online with OnPassive? And the answer to that is yes, you can. You and anybody that comes in with you has exactly the same opportunity to make a residual income online. And that is because of the way it's been set up. There is no qualifications, there is no ranking or anything like that within OnPassive. It is your own business, and you operate it exactly how you want. Nobody's going to be telling you what to do. We are here to help you, and whatever that financial goal and you want to achieve online, it is achievable with OnPassive. And like I said, people say, well, how am I going to make money online with OnPassive? Well, at the moment, this presentation I'm going to give to you is about a thing called a founder's position. This is offering you a founder's position in OnPassive. But when we launch to the world, which is going to be happening very, very shortly, by the way, guys, we are then going to be a customer-based business. And this is how we as founders make our money, from customers buying our digital products and services and we in return make a commission. So without further ado, I'm going to turn off my video and we're going to get started. So what is it we're going to learn in this webinar today? We're going to have a look at what OnPassive is, the person who's in charge. We're going to talk about the OnPassive products and why we actually do need these right now online. Why become a founder and partner of OnPassive? This is what this presentation is all about. We'll have a look at the benefits of that founder position and more importantly as well, how to get started if this is something that interests you. So what exactly is OnPassive? Well, OnPassive is an informational technology business that has artificial intelligence woven in to not only its systems, but also into every single product and service that it builds. Every single one of our products and services have been built from the ground up and are proprietary, which means only for OnPassive and its foundership. We have a brick and mortar asset. What does this mean? It means not only are we online, but we also have a physical presence as well. We have offices around the world, which I'll be getting into in a minute. We are a complete online marketing internet solution. And for those of you that have tried things online in the past, it is a completely done for you platform. That means it is 100% automated, done for you, hands-free. So there is no qualifications. You do not have to know anything about the IT sector. You don't have to know anything about the technology. You don't have to know anything about the products and services because it's all going to be done for you by the company. And I'll get into all that later on in this presentation. So this next slide then is a couple of pictures. The left-hand side one, this is where our CEO and founder has his office in that office block there. And on the right-hand side, this is our main office in a place called Hyderabad, India. Now, Hyderabad, India is the equivalent of the Silicon Valley in the United States, but obviously in India. Many of the large corporations already have a presence there. The big tech names, Apple, Microsoft, all have a presence there. And the reason we have a presence there as well is because the Indians are masters and the best of the best at informational technology. They are fantastic at building new tech. And our CEO decided, you know, rather than dragging people across the continent to the United States, why not have a presence there? And then we can hire the best of the best in their own country. And in December of last year, we took this building on a 9-year lease. We have completely refurbished it and it now houses around about 700 to 800 staff. This is going to be increased to around about 1,000. We have every single person there that we need to have an online presence. So that is developers, technicians, support staff, and all the people in between. We've also actually just got 2 new offices that have come online, one in Bangladesh and another one in Singapore. But it just goes to show that we are a brick and mortar asset. And as you can see in this picture, we have redesigned it and completely refurbed this building here. It is 6 stories high. You can go on to Google Earth. If you type in OnPassive Hyderabad, you can actually physically zoom in and have a look at it yourself. There's actually as well plenty of videos on the internet of our staff and also some founders being invited to go around it so you can see it ourselves. So moving on then, who exactly is the person behind OnPassive? Who is our visionary and the guy who came up with the idea of OnPassive? His name is Ash Mufarah. He is a family man, got a wife and a couple of kids, lovely 2 boys, 7 and 3, I believe. And he's been online for well over 20 years. He has been successful in his own right to the tunes of millions, but he's also been very successful for other companies as well. He is a guru at marketing. He is a guru at being able to recruit people into businesses. He found it very easy, but one of the things he couldn't do was get other people to replicate what he was doing, very much like Marty was telling us early on. He even built funnels and services for other people to use, but they just couldn't do what he could do as well. So he had this idea of how to give everyone a fair shot at making money online, not just that 2 or 3%, but absolutely everybody has a fair shot of making money online. He came up with this idea, but he couldn't find anywhere to do it. So he went around looking for companies would facilitate his needs. He couldn't find one. And with the help of his family, especially his wife, and the backing of them, he decided to go it alone and build his own company. So he went back to college, got himself a Master's of Informational Technology and E-commerce. He attended Harvard for a very short period of time, specifically to learn about online business creation. And then in July of 2018, OnPassive was first formed and brought to the world. So before I get into other things, okay, before I get into the products of OnPassive, what is OnPassive going to do for you as a founder? Remember, this presentation today is about that founder's position. So what is it going to do for you? It is a completely done for you solution. Now, remember, I said is 100% automated, done for you. And why is it going to be so? Because we will physically be paying the company to do everything for us. With OnPassive, you will only ever go out of pocket twice. Once to become a founder, which is this presentation now. And at the moment, that is $97 US. And then the next time you will go out of pocket physically is when we launch to the world as a customer-based business. And that's going to cost you around about $200 to $300 US. So if you have in mind the maximum it's going to cost me is $400, that's you done and dusted. From there on in, any money that you have to pay out to the company will be coming out of the commissions that the company will be getting for you on your behalf. So part of this done solution for everything, they will give you a domain name and they will build you a website. They will then get to work driving targeted traffic to those websites for you and on your behalf. In return, you will then get commissions on the sales of those products and services of OnPassive, and these people will fall into your OnPassive organization. So there is no recruiting or converting of leads because the company are going to do it for you. They're going to do it by using proprietary technology developed with artificial intelligence at its core. Not only that, when people come into your organization as customers, they will also then follow up with customer support and any queries that they have. They will continually then keep on targeting these customers with other offers and other products and services of the OnPassive family. All the tools needed for your success will be included in these two out-of-pocket payments. Everything will be accessible in one place with one simple login. And it is going to be, for you as a founder, completely self-funding. Once you pay these out-of-pocket payments, then the company will physically be paying you to use the products and services. So let's have a look at some of the products and services of OnPassive. And that is 20 here in front of you. At any time, you can go over to onpassive.com and you can find these products here. You can go into depth. There's a big write-up about each one, what they're going to do. There is an FAQ section that will explain how they're all going to work and benefit you as a founder and also the customers. Now, these are in high demand right now. Many people are using the internet. We're using Zoom right now to the tune of 4.5 billion people right now are using a similar product and service that OnPassive will be offering to that community. We have built every single one of our products and services from the ground up, interwoven it with artificial intelligence. So it's not copycat. It is not being revamped. It is physically being built for us, proprietary for OnPassive, and nobody else has got it. But the beauty is the artificial intelligence that is being woven into it, which means every single one of our products can be used individually, standalone, or it can be integrated with another product and service. And these are in high demand right now, as I said. So let's just pick out 3 and we'll go through those. And at the end of that, if you want to look at more, just go over to onpassive.com and you can research the others as well. But the top left-hand corner one is Academy. This is our e-learning center. So if you're a school, college, university, or any educational body, you can upload your curriculum onto Academy and your students will be able to access that and do that course. That is here or anywhere across the globe. If you're a business and have training modules, you can upload it there. If you're an individual like a chef or a carpenter or a steel worker and you have courses, you can upload them there, or anybody else can upload anything onto Academy for students to access it to do the courses. The company will give you a completion certificate, but if you're a body that has their own certifications, they will give a certificate to the students as well. Nobody has put so many things in one place, in one product, ever until they came across Academy. It is a fantastic place for students to go to. We are working online at the moment. How many people have to do learning online right now? Academy will facilitate this. Another one of our products is that one in the middle called OConnect. This is our multimedia platform. This is where we will be using Zoom-like service. Now, at the moment, Zoom is the most popular. Why? Because it's the easiest to use. Around about 300 million people use Zoom on a daily basis. Everything has gone virtual. The pandemic obviously has accelerated that, but we and everyone else across the globe now needs a multimedia platform to do everything online. You can integrate it with Academy. So if you are a school, for instance, and you want to do live classes, then you would connect it with OConnect and you'll be able to teach live to people all over the globe. With OConnect as well, it is high tech, it's easier shareable, it's fantastically easy to use, but it is better technology. A lot of the tech that we see out there now has been around for a long time. It really is time for a new kid on the block. Now, OnPassive is going to bring visually better technology that is easier to use, and above all, it comes at a very cheap price point. And this is going to be very attractive to a lot of these businesses out there. Guess what that means? It means that we, as the foundership, will be making a commission from these customers that will be paying for our services. One of the other advantages as well with OConnect is we're looking at Zoom now. There might be a little box on the top right-hand corner there. There'll be some icons at the bottom, but that is all you can see. With OConnect, we will have drag and drop facilities where you do not lose that home screen. So if you're a teacher teaching a class and you want to drag in a chalkboard, you can drag that in over the top of the screen. You don't lose the main screen, and you can chalk up on there. If you want to bring a chat box in or a video or anything like that, you can do that with OConnect. And here is the kicker that is really going to get a lot of people's interest. With OConnect, it will auto-translate into over 57 different languages live when you are doing a Zoom with OConnect. This means that if you are a teacher, you can teach your curriculum in your mother tongue to over 57 different countries and languages live, and it will auto-translate. Can you imagine businesses who have to do conferencing across the globe where they need translators? With OConnect, you don't. You click a button and it will auto-translate into your chosen language. It's phenomenal. Nobody else has got this technology, and it is only available through OnPassive. And the last one I'm going to talk about is ONet. This is our social media network of where people who use normal social media things now, so that is Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, okay, and YouTube. This is where all these things will be put into one place, and it's going to be called ONet. So if you do anything online where you are using a social media platform, ONet will facilitate all of those things. How many times over the last couple of months has Facebook crashed down, or we've had freezes, or it's been controlled and all the rest of it? ONet will facilitate all of these needs as well. Okay, so let's move on then to the next part. Now, at the moment, I said to you, 4.5 billion people are using something online. And there is some big names out there that have these people using their products and services. Now, I'm not saying that we are going to put any of these people out of business, but we will be looking at taking market share. Like I said, 4.5 billion people use one of these products and services right now. We are looking at taking a market share. Imagine if we only took 5%. Now you're probably thinking, well, I actually like using what I'm using at the moment. It doesn't cost me any money. It's free. If that's the case, how come these companies are multi-billion-dollar companies? Because they are monetizing their products and services. OnPassive will be doing exactly the same on your behalf. Yes, it is free to you for using it, but they will be monetizing everybody else that will be using their products and services. Now, as a founder, once you have paid those 2 out-of-pocket fees, we will then be paying you, physically paying you to use all of our products and services. And I can't remember the last time I searched anything on Google and they paid me to do it, or the last time I had to renew my domain name with GoDaddy and they paid me to do it, or the last time I sent an email and they paid me to do it. With OnPassive, we will physically pay you to do it. So it is a win-win situation all the way. One of the things that OnPassive is going to do for you is a thing called marketing. Remember at the beginning, I said that part of the payment is a thing called traffic. Now, for us to understand what this traffic is, I need to let you know how it's all going to work. So let me take this scenario of 2 restaurants. They're both exactly the same, both the same chef menu. The only difference is one is located in a busy shopping area and the other one is located around a back street. Now, which one do you think is going to fare better? Well, it stands to reason that the one in the busy shopping area is going to fare better because people go to do some shopping, they get hungry, they look up, see that place, they go in, and the end result is sales. Now, for me, round the corner to be successful, I have to advertise. And in the old days, that was radio, it was magazines, it was emails, or it was billboards for people to actually physically come to my place to buy my products and services. That is called traffic, except for it's the offline version. In the online version, it's called clicks. For you, anybody to be successful online, they have to get eyes in front of your product and services. Not only that, what OnPassive is going to do is going to get a thing called targeted traffic audience. This means that they will physically be getting people who are actively looking for our products and services. They will put that advert in front of them. So what is targeted traffic? I'll give you the example. If you go anywhere online right now, onto eBay, onto Amazon, or even into Google, and you search for a washing machine. You type in a washing machine, you'll click on a link, you might go and buy it, or you might not go and buy it. It doesn't really matter. But then the next time you go onto any social media, what do you see all down that right-hand side? Adverts. And what are those adverts for? Washing machines. It's like they almost know what you're doing. Sometimes you only have to be talking to your friend and up pops the adverts what you're talking about. It is uncanny. This is because of artificial intelligence. We have exactly the same technology that these people are using. And as soon as any potential customer starts typing in one of our products and services, guess what's going to happen? We will put an advert in front of them. And guess what's going to be on that advert? Your domain name and your website. They're going to click on that link. And if they go on then to buy one of the products and services, guess what happens? You get a commission and that person falls into your organization and you will be getting a residual income from that customer because they will have to pay a subscription charge on a monthly basis to use that product and services. And this is all done for you on your behalf by OnPassive. And one of the things they're going to do is they're going to use video marketing. Everybody loves a visual. We all do it day in, day out. How many times do you send a picture or a photograph to your friends on WhatsApp or via Facebook? We do it all the time. We are going to plug into this marketplace by using video marketing. We're going to have broadcastable quality videos that have intelligent video formats, super easy, friendly interface, easy to share, but above all, it's going to have that prioritized target audience where we know when somebody is looking at one of our products and services. This means for you, it means sales. And that means they are going to pay a commission and you will get that commission put into your wallet automatically hands-free. So let's recap then where we've got to so far with this presentation. What is the benefit so far of OnPassive with what we know? It is a fund solution for any cause. This means the money that goes into your wallet can be used for anything. There is no qualification periods. There is no only draw it on a Friday or once a month or until you hit this target. If it's there, you will get immediate payment. And this is unlimited daily residual income. If it's there in your wallet, you can withdraw it. You can withdraw it directly into your bank account via cryptocurrency or other means, depending on your country. All the top marketing is going to be done for you, completely automated without you having to touch it, because we have paid the company to do it. They are going to guarantee visitors and sign-ups to your organization using breakthrough products for the automation of your financial freedom, plus a lot more. Now, if you already have a business, you will have the chance to host it on the OnPassive platform. As long as it's legal, legitimate, and above board, they will provide a platform to those with businesses so that they become more successful. You'll be able to drive targeted traffic to your business, but that is all they will do. They'll only drive targeted traffic to your business. It will be then up to you to follow up and to close the deal. But with OnPassive, if you have no business, which is probably 99% of the people here, we've all tried online to make money. With OnPassive, we will provide those that have no business or success in the online marketing arena a plug-and-play system that will guarantee your success. Why? Because they are going to do it all for you. You do not have to do anything. You do not have to know anything. All you have to do is to be in. So if you're a founder, you are going to be successful because the company is going to seek to help to obtain your abundance online by doing all of the marketing for you. So let's have a look at the old system, what you're probably used to seeing, and why we are so different. Most things you've seen before are based on competition and conflict. How many times have we been there where they say, you've got to sell this much before you get a bonus, or you've got to upgrade to this? All these things cause a lot of stress and heartache that we don't want. 97% of stuff end up being a scam in one way, shape, or form. How many times have we been there? You wake up one morning, it's gone, or they want more money, time, week in, week out, and you end up paying, getting absolutely nowhere. So you just end up leaving because you can't afford to stay any longer. They turn into money pits, like I said, paying penny. You have to normally sell and recruit. Nobody likes recruiting. How many times have we been to our friends and family? They give you that look, oh, not another one of those online things. And you walk away with your tail between the legs because you might believe, but nobody else does. Tools are normally obtained separately. There's never any guarantees. Marketers are normally pitted against each other. And unfortunately, the compensation plan is normally based on your own efforts. With OnPassive, it's all based on a mutual benefit. What does this mean? It means the more that I help you to succeed, the more you succeed, but also I succeed as well. But the most important thing is collectively, the company succeed. And the larger the company, the larger the exposure, the more benefit is to us as the foundership, because it means more customers are going to look at that company, they're going to look at the products and services, and then they're going to buy one of them. And if it is your link that they have clicked on, it is a sale to you, which means residual income. We're a real business. I showed you the bricks and mortar places that we have around the globe. We have real in high demand products and services that are being used right now to the tune of 4.5 billion people are using a similar product and service that OnPassive is developing. We have real people behind these products and services and real people behind our support staff. If you write to support, you get an email back from a real person. It's not automated. When we launch to the world as a customer-based business, you will have a phone in your own country, in your own language, with a real person behind it. It is completely self-funding. Once you pay those 2 out-of-pocket payments, we will pay you to use those products and services. There is no marketing or selling because the company do it on your behalf. Every tool needed for your success is included in these low prices that I've mentioned. And the best of it all, guys, is it comes with a 30-day money back guarantee. It means you can actually come on in, have a look around. If you don't like it, contact support and you say, it's not for me, I thought it was something different. You get your money back. We all then part as friends, and there's no hard feelings. And if you don't believe me on that, you can actually pay with a Visa or MasterCard, debit or credit card. And you're back by then anyway. So, you know, it is a win-win. Marketers will only ever compete with themselves. And the best of it all is it comes with a revolutionary breakthrough compensation plan that you will see when you join as a founder. Now, Ash Mufareh once said, everybody in the near future will use something from OnPassive, whether they come for the money tools, benefits, connections, or the communications, they will have a reason to come to OnPassive. And this is so true. If you're doing anything online right now, you will have a reason to come to OnPassive. Guys, we all have residual bills, so why not make a residual income to pay for those residual bills? So how are we going to do it all? We're going to do it by using artificial intelligence. Remember, I said to you that every single one of our products and services has artificial intelligence woven in to its core. This means that they can be used individually or collectively. Now, there is only ever one other company that has brought so many products and services, and it was only a few, together in one place with one login that customers can use. Now, they brought in Excel spreadsheet, they brought in Note, they brought in Word, and they put it together, and they called it Microsoft Office. Now, look how big Microsoft are. They are a multi-billion-dollar company that have been around for decades. We are giving you the opportunity now in this early bird foundership position to become a founder and partner of OnPassive in the next mega giant of a technology company. We are going to be the next massive big thing online, because we are bringing to the consumer something that they want. It's going to be new, it's going to be fresh, it's going to be innovative. All these companies that have gone before, there's been nothing wrong with them, but new people will always get noted online, and people will want to use their products or services. There was nothing wrong with the old mobile phones that Nokia had and Samsung had. But along comes Apple, and everybody is using Apple. The same with search engines. Remember Ask Jeeves, remember Yahoo? Where are they now? Everybody uses Google because they are better, easier to use, and above all, they are a much better platform with better technology. OnPassive will be producing the same products and services that are far superior than what people see right now. So let's recap. What is the system going to do for you? It's automatically going to build your team and grow your business by providing 50 in high demand products and services that will automatically send targeted traffic to your website, seamlessly follow up with them, and converting these leads so that they then join your online OnPassive business. They will then get to work and manage all of these customers in a customer support platform, so you do not have to do anything at all. And they are going to do these and provide a system that enables maximum retention. Once a customer joins, they will never leave, because it is in the company's interest to make sure they continue to use the products and services. And how are they going to do it? They're going to do it by using artificial intelligence. So the journey of OnPassive has been nothing short of phenomenal over the past 3.5 years. Remember, I said it started back in July of 2018, and by the January of 2019, we had 10,000 founders. Well, let's leapfrog forward now 1 whole year, and we've got to 56,000 founders. So it's 46,000 founders in 1 year. Let's go forward 6 months now to the June, and we've got 90,000. So we've just done in 6 months what we did in the year previous. Let's go forward another 3 months, okay, to the September, 150. So we've just done what we did in 6 months in 3 months. Then we hit September and things starts going pretty crazy. And from then, we have been bringing, roughly speaking, 2,000 to 3,000 founders every single year. And in 1 year, from September 20 to September 21, we have brought in over 80,000 founders. And at the moment, we're actually stood at 1,055,500 founders. And you're probably thinking, well, why are so many people joining OnPassive as a founder? Quite frankly, they do not want to miss the boat. But here is the best thing. There is no such thing as I have missed the boat with OnPassive. If you join as a founder, you will win. It's as simple as that. We as founders are only going to be 1% of the company. We estimate that within our first year that we are going to be bringing in 100 million customers. And guess where these customers are going to fall, guys? Yep, they're going to fall underneath you in your organization. Now, OnPassive is going to be a unicorn company. And what is a unicorn company? It's a privately owned startup company with a valuation that exceeds $1 billion. There's many out there right now that are unicorn companies. Apple, Microsoft, Disney, well, who else have we got? Tesla, Amazon, they are all massive billion-dollar companies, but nobody's ever done it in their first year. Not only will OnPassive do it within their first year, but we'll also do it within our first month of launching. No company has ever done this before, and you have the chance today to be part of the next unicorn company with this early bird position as a founder of OnPassive. Now, I've talked about how OnPassive is going to make money for you, and talked about this thing called the founder's position. So what else are we going to give you as a founder? You will have exclusive access to the founders only back office. Within this back office, there is a community that you can chat with like-minded founders. There is recorded videos. There is bespoke links that will have your name on it, around about 140, that you can use to share this opportunity with other people if you wish to. Remember, you don't have to, because it's all done for you. But why wouldn't you want to share the good news with other people? You'll also get a thing called prioritized positioning within the company payment system. You'll get early access to use the products and services of OnPassive before they go to the general public. You'll be part of an inner circle where you get to beta test these products and throw back ideas in a roundtable kind of thing, plus a lot more. So let's recap then. What is OnPassive going to do for your business? It is automatically going to advertise, market, get leads, signups. It's going to recruit for you. It's going to build your team. And this is for you or for any other business opportunity. And they're going to do it by using an existing business and providing a massive income opportunity by simply using the breakthrough platform that we call the OnPassive ecosystem. Now, there's been some great minds out there. Mark Zuckerberg, he created Facebook. Elon Musk, he created Tesla and SpaceX. Steve Jobs created Apple. And Jeff Bezos created the largest company online, Amazon. We have our own visionary. We have our own CEO that's created OnPassive, and we would love to have you on this journey with us and alongside us as a founder and partner of OnPassive. It's been my pleasure to give you this presentation today. We are a movement towards a better world for absolutely everybody. No one in OnPassive gets left behind. Every founder will be successful. We are sincerely in it to win it. Please get back to the person who invited you to this webinar so that they will help you get started on your journey. Back over to you, Susie.
Well, excellent, Red. Excellent presentation. You were spot on. I only screwed up on the slides a couple times. So thank you, thank you. You always give a great explanation, and we appreciate it. And we appreciate your time today to do that. So if you're watching this and you're like, geez, I want to hear that again, you can. As Marty put down in the chat, if you want a copy of this webinar, please send an email to onpassivenation@gmail.com. Please refrain from putting your email address in the chat. More importantly, email onpassivenation@gmail.com. So well done, Red and Marty. I always love your introduction to this. Like Red said, this is for everyone. Everyone can be successful. Don't be concerned if you're not tech savvy. My parents are in their 90s and they're proud founders of this company, and they're excited about what's going to happen in the future. How do you guys want to do the Q&A today? Would you like me just to do the chat, or do you want me to bring people on? Just the chat, Red? Yeah.
I think that'll be easier because there's only a few of us. I think it's going to be easier if people write it in the chat.
Okay, so I'm going to lower all hands. So now this is our guest webinar. So although we do have founders here today who are here supporting the guests that they've invited and supporting this process, we appreciate you being here. However, today is not for founder questions. So please refrain from asking founder questions in the chat so our guests can ask their question. And I already see some in there now. And please make sure, some people are putting their email address in there. You need to email onpassivenation@gmail.com. So while we're waiting for some questions, myself and Dr. Imelda will be looking at the chat, and I know the rest of the panel will be taking a look. I'd like to introduce Dan Street to you. Marty did mention him as he's one of his partners that they've been in business prior to. Dan comes to us from Colorado, and Dan understands the ins and outs of OnPassive. He's been on board for 2.5 years now, Dan, and he has a lot of wisdom and explains things from his point of view. So if you'd like to add a few words, Dan, that would be great, and welcome.
Well, thanks, Susie, and great job, Red. I mean, I come on and would try to add a few things from Red's presentation, and I keep looking at him, and there's really nothing to add. I mean, he does such a great job in covering everything about OnPassive. And all I do is throw a few key takeaways that I always have, and I emphasize these things all the time. You know, over the past few years, we've seen nothing but progress with this company. We've witnessed this company just explode beyond our wildest imagination. I mean, I've been involved with it for 2.5 years, and I've seen this progress, and it's just been absolutely amazing, and it's been a lot of fun. And one of the things that I've enjoyed more than anything is seeing the expansion all over the world, and developing relationships with people and founders from all over the world, and seeing how they're growing as leaders. And you know, Red mentioned some of the products that we have. We have a unique portfolio of products. And a lot of these products, you're going to see them disrupt some of these companies that Red put on that slide presentation. You're going to see them disrupt these companies. And I believe in a lot of instances, we are going to put them out of business. So think about what Red was talking about. He goes over and over it, and he highlights the key points. And you can get a copy of this presentation and go over each one of those slides because it's invaluable. It's just a great job with all the information you're going to need to really make a decision whether you want to become a founding member. Now, the founding members, they're going to end. It'll end real soon. And we know that there's a ton of benefits from being a founding member. We just, and there's a lot of them we don't even know about. So you've got in front of you a company that is going to drive targeted traffic. Red talked about how it was automated. Everything was automated. Well, they're going to drive targeted traffic to your site, and they will increase your customer base, and you will get commissions over and over again. So you're going to get a little piece of that pie of all the volume that is going to be coming into OnPassive. And that's generational wealth for you and your family. And that's important to think about, because we have got a company that is just increasing in value all the time. We've got AI software that's going to follow up on those visitors. They're going to close the sale for you all through that automated process. And then you will get paid commissions off of that. And the other key thing I like to throw in here is the fact that any of these businesses that I've been involved with, I've been in online marketing and dabbled in it for over 15 years. And one of the problems that I always faced was that I couldn't keep people with me. I couldn't keep them there. I always had to recruit people into the business in order to get paid. And it was very frustrating. People would quit. Well, Ash Mufarah's vision is not only in the current time, but it is a vision for the future. And he's at least 5 years ahead of the competition. In fact, right now, there really is no competition. So the point I'm going to make here is that once customers come into your business, they're never going to quit because of the value of this company. And now that is true. We talk about, Red was talking about residual income. That is true residual income. You're not constantly battling, trying to get people into your business. In fact, you don't have to do any of that. You can be totally passive. Now, if you're a marketer, like some of us here, you could be active and share it with people, and that just decreases the time frame for you to achieve the financial goals that you might have. But there's so much more to it than financial goals. We're blessing people. And go to onpassive.com, take a look at some of those products, scroll down to the FAQs, and really get a good appreciation of what this company is all about. And for $97, folks, it's a bargain. So punch your ticket and join us.
Punch your
There you
ticket.
go, Susie. Good job,
Punch your
Red.
ticket. I like that. And I also like something I wrote down that Red said that I've never heard. Done and dusted. That must be a UK slogan there. I like that. We do have a question in the chat, but prior to that, I like what Dan said. When we talk about fully automated. Now, one of the things that really drew me in, and I got drawn in just by a post with 4 bullet points. But one of the big things that I like is I don't have to handle customers or a team. So if you're listening to this and you're saying, well, what do you mean my organization? What do you mean my customers and team? I encourage you to get a copy of the presentation and listen again to what Red said, because sometimes we get distracted and we get nervous, like, ooh, how am I going to manage that? That's the beauty of this. You pay twice out of pocket. You pay once now, $97 to become a founding member. It locks you into OnPassive. When we launch to the globe, which is coming soon, you will then pay to activate your account. And that's going to be between $200 and $300. We don't have an exact price yet. Once you do that, you are activated, you're part of OnPassive. OnPassive goes to work for you with all those things that Red was talking about. They're going to go out and market, advertise, bring in customers, close the deal, and support them. And then guess what? Next month, you are going to have another monthly subscription to pay, but it doesn't come out of your pocket. It comes out of your earnings. And we are very confident that that will be a non-issue for everyone, that you will earn those commissions. It will pay for the next month, and then OnPassive goes to work for you again. You are not managing an organization or customers. And like Dan said, you can go out there, and if you are a marketer and you love doing that kind of work, you will have the tools and resources to even build more of your income. So one of the questions from Debo is, how do you allocate the leads to co-founder individuals? So Red, do you want to comment on that, please?
Yeah, I can do that. Every single founder, when they activate their account, will get exactly the same amount of traffic. Okay, so we'll call it 200. I don't even know if it's 200, whatever is the agreed amount. Now, that is when the company get to work, they'll start advertising. So you will have 200 impressions that will be sent out to people. Now, that doesn't guarantee the conversion rate, okay, because when you go shopping online now, you might click on a link and you might buy or you might not buy. You might have, some founders will have a higher conversion rate of customers than others, but everyone has exactly the same amount of traffic source. So that's basically what will happen as far as the customer side of things, and that is what you are paying the company to do. That you're paying the company to advertise on your behalf. Hope that helps.
Okay, thank you, Red, very much. Yes, we have Earlene, I believe, a couple questions. Do we have to use all the products you offer in order to get commissions? No, but you will have access to all of them because when we do launch and you activate your account, you'll be able to use all of the products that you want, but you don't have to. Remember, I spoke to you, this opportunity, my parents are involved in, they're in their 90s. They do not use a lot of technology. So they are supportive of OnPassive. They love listening to the CEO speak. They listen to the private webinars, and they are excited about what the company's going to do for our family and for their friends and the things that we're going to give back to our community. So yes, you can use the products, but it's not required.
Let me just give you a quick example of that. You go shopping, okay, and you get your trolley, you're going up and down the aisles, you're buying what you want to buy, and then you go to the checkout, okay? The person in front of you has got the biggest stacked trolley of all the stuff in there, and you've got about 3 items. And they go through the checkout, okay, and you go through the checkout. Now, just imagine if that is your OnPassive wallet. Okay, that customer in front of you has just bought all of the products and services of OnPassive as a customer. You as a founder are just using a couple of the things because you want to, but it doesn't matter if you've used them or not using them. That customer in front of them, in front of you, has bought and paid for all of the products and services. And that means you have got your very own cash register as a founder that will keep on going month in, month out by those customers coming back and buying more and more and more.
Okay, thank you, Red.
Susie, can I jump in real quick? I have a question. There's a question in the chat that we seem to miss it. This question is coming from King Elom. And he says he's trying to change his name, but the feedback he's getting is that changing my name is in the name field requires only alphabet.
Yeah, the reason that was skipped over is because it's a founder's question.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And for those of you who I know are guests and are going to jump on board, you just make sure when you do put in your name that you use the alphabet. Okay. No hyphens and no any kind of symbol. So even though that is kind of a founder question, for those of you listening, keep that in mind when you sign up. Erlene has a follow-up question too, and we can elaborate a little bit about this. After Founders is closed, what benefits would customers get? So I'll preface this, and maybe Red or Dan can speak a little bit more. So when we are founders, and like we said, we will all become customers / resellers of the products and services of OnPassive, and OnPassive does the work for us. So we're founders, and then we will be customers. If you do not jump on board to be a founder with this opportunity, which is closing soon, when the company launches, you can become a customer of OnPassive and get an account and start using the products and services. And there's more details about how that would work. But the true benefit to you see, this isn't benefiting us today. I want to be very clear with this. We are here on our time helping to spread the information. The benefit is more for you. And to be a founder, like Red said in the presentation, there are so many goodies and things that our CEO, Ash Mufareh, has planned for us founders, that if you can get in at the $97 now and then activate as a customer, the benefits are more as a founder than just a customer. But Red, if you want to elaborate maybe a little bit about customers or what the benefits are for customers.
Yeah, I can just say a little bit. A customer stroke reseller, a customer is somebody who just wants to buy any 1, 2, 3, doesn't matter how many of the products or services of OnPassive. Now, there is also the opportunity to be a reseller, and that means that that person will make commissions the same as a founder. But here is the difference. A founder will get a higher traffic source. There is bonuses that are only attached to founders. Founders get access to the founders only back office. There's also company money as well that will be coming to founders and not resellers. So yes, a reseller can build an organization, but the real benefit is, like Susie said, is to be a founder. So it's one of those, really, if you do not want to be a founder, that's fine. If you want to look at stuff first, you can be a customer, but there is also benefits to be a reseller. But this presentation is for the founders position, and we do recommend that you take us up on this offer because it's going to be going shortly.
Okay. I see one more question, and maybe Dr. Melda, if you see any more, you can sift through too. Madibo said, so the payments for everyone will only be active when you launch the company. The answer to that is yes, because once the company launches, and like Red explained, the marketing campaigns, there's all different ways that our CEO, who is a wizard at marketing and driving traffic to people who are looking for our products and services, once they purchase, that's when the income starts coming in. Dr. Melda, do you see any others?
No. It looks like we don't have many questions today.
Yeah, someone asked, when is the launch date? We don't have a date. We know it's in the near future. And we recommend what you do is jump on board as a founder. And then you'll have access to the back office. There are so many other webinars back there. There's also recordings of private webinars we've had with the CEO. There's a community there. You'll have signed your non-disclosure agreement before you have access to the back office, which is important. And then you can come in and you can learn much, much more about the business. That's what we recommend. Now, also keep in mind, some of you are watching this and saying, wow. Well, I'm sure all of you are like, wow, I get it. I'm jumping on board, but how am I going to tell this to my Aunt Mary or my Uncle Bob or to someone else that I want to share this with? Well, the good news is you can send an email to onpassivenation@gmail.com, and Marty will send you a link with this presentation. It should be ready sometime later today. But also, we do these presentations on Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern time, and on Saturdays, 11 a.m. Eastern time. However, we may not be doing these as much longer because the opportunity to become a founder is closing. And we're not saying that to pressure anyone, because we really don't have to, and we don't need any more founders. We're just telling you that you can send them. Once you become a founder and you go in the back office, there's a whole webinar section. There are webinars across the globe going on with presentations similar to this with different people in different languages. So if you know people, you're here from a different country with a different language, you can do that. You can work with the person who brought you in, and they'll connect you to a webinar that suits your needs, because there's so many of them and there's so many recordings we can share with you. And the last thing is, once you do become a founder, every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, we do a roundtable. It's private because we discuss things that we're not allowed to discuss publicly, but you can get all of your questions answered. And like Red said in the presentation, 30-day money-back guarantee. Jump on board, take a look around. If you're not happy, we'll help you get your refund, but we believe you will be very happy once you see that. So Dr. Melda, anything else do you see?
Yeah, Susie, I just wanted to add to our guests that we are here to nurture and hold them through the process. So we do have a bunch of leaders, like you can see, they are ready to support you in any way, shape, or form when you join us. And just as Susie just said, piggybacking off of that Monday roundtable actually precedes with an onboarding session, which I personally do facilitate that. So don't feel like when you come on board, we will leave you hanging. No, we are right here. I do handle the onboarding, which basically will walk you through, navigate that particular interface and platform to see how you can get versed and used to everything that we do have available for you. So again, chime in. We are all in it to win it. And
I learn
remember,
something every week from
we
you.
cannot let
Dr.
you
Melda.
hanging. That's right.
I learned. I go, oh, I forgot that. Oh, so that's
Yeah.
how you do that.
Dr.
So
Imelda
it's very
does a
beneficial.
yeah, Dr. Imelda does a wonderful job. So someone else asked, how do I get in? How do I sign up? The only way you can sign up is get back to the person who shared this information with you, because it's by invitation only. They have a registration link and they will help you get on board. Okay. And once again, if you want a copy of this, I put it in the chat. Email Marty at onpassivenation@gmail.com, and it'll probably be ready sometime today. He'll get it to you. Sit down and listen again, because it always inspires me when I hear Red's presentation. So I think that's it. If you do have questions and we failed to answer them, rest assured, get back to the person who shared this with you. And if they can't answer it, they know how to reach out to one of us so that we can get your questions answered. We're here to support you and our fellow founders. Okay?
That's correct.
We
Thank
good?
you all.
Okay, and Red, you're gonna do the link, right? You've got to stop the recording. He's all set. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thanks for the panel here. Excellent presentation. And thank you, Dr. Imelda, for assisting too. We appreciate having you.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.